Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, verses 5 and 6. Kshetra Kshetranya Vibhaga Yoga. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, what I am going to say is sung by the rishis, by Vedas in their verses, and by Brahma Sutras. So you need not have to have any doubt. They all reveal Brahman with reason and logic. This is what Bhagwan Krishna said in verse 4. Now verses 5 and 6. Mahabhutan yagankaragam buddhiravyaktameva cha indriyani dashaikam cha panchachendriya gocharaga ichcha dvesha sukham dukkham sangadachetana dhridhigim Kshetram samasena savikaramudahridam. Wonderful verses. Wonderful verses. Swami, I am going to give what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says and also what Swami Chinmayananda says on these two verses. There is a slight difference, it looks, but it can be easily reconciled because Swami Dayananda Saraswati looks at from the macrocosmic point of view and Swami Chinmayananda looks at it from the microcosmic point of view. That seems to be the difference for me. With regard to Mahabhutas, the sloka starts with Mahabhutan Yagankaraga. Mahabhutas. Mahabhutas are the 5 great elements, namely space, air, fire, water, and earth. All of us know. All the names and forms that exist in this universe are a combination, permutation and combination of these 5 elements only. Like clay is the base for all the parts, spoons, plates, whatever you take. Similarly, these 5 elements are the base out of which the entire world of matter is created and it exists. After destruction also, they all become the basic elements. So Mahabhutas are the 5 great elements. Then Ahamkara. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, Ahankara represents Brahmaji. He is said to be the cause for my 5 Mahabhutas and is of the nature of the eye sense. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Swami Chinmayananda says, from the individual point of view, individuality that arises out of relationships with the world of matter, that is the I and my sense, the ego, which is the cause for all our happiness and sorrows. That is Ahamkara. Then the next is Buddhi. Mahabhutan Yagankaraga Buddhiravyaktameva cha. Buddhi Avyakta. Buddhi represents, according to Swami Dayananda Saraswati, the Mahat Tattva. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says that the word Buddhi does not refer to individual Buddhi, but to Mahat Tattva. The creation happens in this world in this manner. So he explains the creation beautifully. First, Sankalpa by Ishvara. Let me become many. That is unmanifest to manifest. Because God is one. We all know. Bhagwan Krishna decides, let me become many. Then the question is, why should it all start? Why? The Ishvara could have remained in the unmanifest form. Then this manifest world, along with problems and sorrows, would not have been there. Because every day we are suffering. Every day there is a number of problems. Everybody is facing. Nobody is an exception to this. If Bhagavan remained in unmanifest form, then this world would not have been there. Why it all started? This is the question. Swami Dayananda Saraswati answers this. We cannot ask Bhagavan why he woke up from his sleep. You cannot go and ask Bhagwan Krishna, why did you wake up from your sleep? You tell me. You can't say. In fact, we cannot ask any individual why he woke up from his sleep. We wake up from sleep because of karma phalas that are to be enjoyed during that day. Similarly, Bhagavan, moved by all the karma phalas of all the jivas, wakes up from his sleep. That is the reason. So you cannot question why you are getting up today. You are getting up today because you want to enjoy whatever karma is there, the phalas of that karma. If you have done punya, you will enjoy today. If you have done papa, you will suffer. But it is always a mix for everybody. Nobody can say, no, I did only punya, I did only papa. It's always a mix. All the, my papa punya, your papa punya, everybody's papa punya, everything is there with the Bhagwan. So he wakes up so that all the karma balas are enjoyed by the individual jivas. The next question is, how does this thought arise? It may be because Bhagavan decided that the time has come for creation, or it may be just a thought. This is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Then he says, knowledge requires an upati. The upati of Bhagavan is Mahat Tattva, which is called Buddhi here. That is what Swami Dayananda Saraswati says. Swami Chinmayananda says, Buddhi is the determining faculty, individual point of view. It thinks and comes to its own conclusions based on the data available with us, what is good and what is bad. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. Then Avyakta. Avyakta is unmanifest form. This we have seen already, but still, it is an unmanifest form and thus cause for all the manifest forms. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, this Avyakta is called Maya Shakti of Bhagwan. Creation is nothing but Avyakta becoming Vyakta. Unmanifest becoming manifest. When you wake up, all the entire world of matter comes before your eyes and you do all the karmas. So Avyakta is unmanifest to manifest. Swami Chinmayananda says, Avyakta means vasanas, which rules the mind and intellect. The impressions that are there in the mind, which comes out and expresses itself in the outer world. The impressions may be from previous janma or in this janma also. This is Maya Shakti. Supreme functioning through Maya is creator. Please note carefully. Supreme functioning through Maya is creator of total universe. Same supreme functioning through Vasana layers in individual is the individual ego. I repeat this. This is very important. Supreme functioning through Maya is creator of total universe. Same supreme functioning through Vasana layers in individual is the individual ego. That is what Swami Chinmayananda says. Then, for our easy understanding, I will quote Swami Chinmayananda, who explains these two verses beautifully. For simple understanding, he says, what is Ksetra? The five great elements, namely space, air, fire, water, and earth. This forms the entire world of names and forms. Mixing of these elements in different proportions will result in plant, animal, birds, human beings, etc. So, five constituents. Next, when the spirit looks through this matter equipment, it becomes ego. I and my feeling comes. It establishes relationship with the outside world. So, ego is the sixth constituent. Five elements plus one ego. Then, ego, when it interacts with the world outside, makes decisions and choices based on its faculty called intellect. So he says intellect, that is buddhi, is the seventh constituent. Then all the desires that arise in us and the experiences leave an impression in our mind. Whatever desire you have, whatever experience you have an impression in your mind. These impressions remain dormant or in unmanifest form, and it will come out when the proper opportunity and circumstances are there. Like a seed. A seed may be under the earth. Suddenly you will find after the rain, n number of plants coming out. Where from they came? They were remaining under the earth in unmanifest form. Suddenly it crops out when the circumstances are conducive. These impressions in the mind are called vasanas. They may be past or present, and the stage in which they are there is avyakta, unmanifest form. So this is eighth constituent. Then, for the desires to be satisfied, one must have organs of perception and organs of action. We have five organs of perception and five organs of action, totaling 10. These add up to 18 constituents. Already 8 is over. Now with this 10, it is 18 constituents. Then, each sense organ has a limitation. Eyes can only see. Ears can only hear. One sense organ cannot perform the function of the other. That we all know. Swami Chinmayananda gives an example. Suppose you are looking at a flower. Eyes can see, perceive the flower. They can see only the beauty of the flower. Here, the nose can only smell the fragrance of the flower. But both are independent functions. Eyes can see, nose can smell. Both are independent. But you get a total experience of the flower. You are seeing the flower and also smelling the flower. How this happens? What is the integrating factor? The integrating power belongs to the mind. The five objects of the senses, that is sound, touch, color, taste and smell, along with the mind, that is 6 constituents, will add up to 24 constituents. That is what he says. So totally 24 constituents. 24 constituents. Now the body, mind, intellect equipment interacts with the world outside. You have everything. Ego is there, buddhi is there, organs of perception, organs of action is there. Everything, the complete body is there with a mind, commander in place. So the body, mind, intellect equipment interacts with the world outside. The modifications that happen inside us when we interact with the world are 7 in number. That is desire, hatred, pleasure, pain, and so on. They also fall under Ksetra. So if you divide Ksetra into 2, one is the matter equipments, another is your internal experiences. That we are thinking that it is not Kshetranya. But Bhagwan says, even the internal experiences what you have, whatever you have, desire, hatred, pleasure, pain, whatever it is, they also belong to Ksetra only. All the above are different from Kshetranya. That is pure consciousness. Thus the conclusion is, not only the body, mind, intellect equipment, but also the experiences gained through them also belong to Ksetra. This is extremely important to realize the pure consciousness, that is Kshetranya. Bhagwan in these 2 verses says, "Hey Arjuna, the 5 great elements, Mahabhutas, then ego, ahankara, intellect, buddhi, manifest, unmanifest, avyakta, then the organs of perception and organs of action, indriyani dashaikamcha, then panchachendriya gochara." So totally 24. Then he says, desire, ichcha, dvesha, sugam, dukkham. Then all these desire, hatred, pleasure, pain, all these experiences with the aggregate body. Then intelligence and fortitude, dhriti, all belong to Ksetra. This is what Bhagwan says in these 2 verses. Verses 5 and 6 again. Mahabhutan yagankaraga बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः इच्छा द्वेषः सुखं दुःखं सङ्गादश्चेतना धृतिः एतत्क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम्. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om. Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana